everything.
everything. Yeah, dude,
Yeah, but
it's a problem, and it's not like I'm a compulsive buyer or anything, but not too long ago, my sister was like, do you buy stuff every day?" And it's like, not really, but you know how Amazon sometimes splits your packages, depends on where they come from.
yeah,
And there
yeah,
was a time that I was getting a package like at least 4 times a week, and I'm like,
dude,
"Fuck,
the Amazon driver has already said something to us.
really?"
Yeah, he was like, I've
What
delivered
they,
so many fucking packages here. Yeah, you're not done yet either, bro.
and you're probably not
You're
the
not
only
done yet
one who
either.
delivers. That's
No,
fucking
no, definitely not. Yeah, it's been a really long week, but I put myself in such a worse position. Like the week we moved with what I was doing in the mornings, bro. Like as soon as I stopped doing what I was doing with like coffee and stuff in the morning, I've been fine. And honestly, I went back to feeling pretty damn good. So, but I felt like crap the entire week because I was waking up, slamming 3 cups of coffee, then going and doing fasted cardio.
how how do you have time to drink 3 cups of coffee before fasting
It,
cardio? What do
it
you do?
probably number one, it's this tiny little mug.
Yeah,
Number
still,
two, number two, it's usually more like two, maybe 1.5.
uh,
Just depends. Just depends on how long I was awaiting when I got up to go. If how long I lollygagged around, but no. After that, I mean,
is
I don't
is it
feel.
because you just like stall a little bit and you just drink your coffee before you go, or you're doing stuff?
I would wake up and I would go do my weights and whatever I needed to do, and then I would just like sit outside for a little bit, but I would immediately wake up and start the pot, and then go and do my little thing, go wait, brush my teeth, whatever.
Hmm.
And then I would sit outside for a little bit, like just chill before I went and walked to the gym and did cardio. So there's, a good 30, 45 minutes before I'm actually going out the door.
Yeah,
And if you don't think I can't slam two of these little ass cups of coffee and, see, you made that like 5 minutes ago and it's about gone.
dude. I was just playing with my phone a little bit, not playing with my phone, but just like editing a video, and it's like, okay, I guess I need another one.
Yep. It's already gone.
But I remember I used to do the like I used to prep up some coffee to take on my walk. Right now, I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually not going to walk anymore, for the most part. I'll explain why.
What?
But hold on. But ever since I had to do the 30-day detox, I stopped doing the coffee in the morning. And after that,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it kind of helps because I was doing the one on my walk, then my cardio, then eating breakfast, and then having a second one. Now I just go for the after the breakfast one,
Yeah.
and it makes it easier. And the reason why I don't go to my walks anymore is because I prefer to get my mornings rolling faster. And it's not like I don't walk at all. I use the stepper for like 5 to 10 minutes just to get some blood flowing in my legs before I step on the bike right next to it. I just don't go for the full mile walk. I do go on my rest days. For example, today I'm probably gonna go right after we finish the podcast, just to like get some movement. But when I don't do cardio, I go on the walks, just
Yeah.
like just so I don't have to eat breakfast at like 6:45. I'd rather be done by 6:30, shower, do whatever I need to do, and start working earlier than kind of like pushing it, because then my pre-workout meal doesn't change, and then that shortens my creative time. Let's say I usually do all my content between breakfast and between meal one and two.
Me too. I don't know why, but if I were to like mornings where I get up and just like go right to work, it's always because it's a creative thing that I'm doing, whether it's content or something like that. But I always feel better about that in the mornings, and then by like
Yeah,
the afternoons, I don't have
I even
any
on the afternoon is
space
same.
to create. Huh?
Yeah, I started doing that, like just replying to my clients in the afternoon or when I get back to the gym. and
Yeah.
it's become more water. I don't feel as good like myself because I feel like I'm making them wait, which I want to get to them as fast as I can, which sometimes I do if I finish my content sooner. Sometimes
Hmm.
I don't, and it kind of like push back. So then I'm getting back to check-ins in the afternoon, like 1 p.m. here, and a lot of them are EST time. So for them, it's like mid-afternoon slash evening already. So like it kind of like
Hmm.
you know how I
Yeah.
am with responses time and how I like people replying fast,
Yeah.
which I would laugh my ass off if Dom replies to my check-in while we're on the podcast. So
Oh, it is Sunday, huh?
yeah, it is Sunday. I'm like 219 and a half, dude. Like fuck, I'm skinny.
Skinny.
My weight doesn't want to
You're
go
not
up.
skinny.
I know. It's
Shit,
like
you
how
weigh
many
more than I
calories I'm
do.
eating? Hold on. I'm doing 4,000 calories a day, 4 cardio sessions of 20 minutes a week. I'm stuck at 220, dude.
That
I was
sounds
hoping
beautiful.
the food, yeah, it is absolutely. But I was
And the
hoping
cardio.
this push phase to I know, right? You're like an hour and a half. Uh, it just I was hoping I would break the 230 because last push phase we just barely made it, like 230 point
Yeah.
something. We didn't go up. I was hoping to break 230 and maybe like graze the 240. Not even close.
Two, four, 10 pounds is a big jump when you do it clean, bro.
Yeah, but bro, I didn't even went up like 5 pounds. Well, maybe
Yeah.
yeah, 5 pounds, but I
But you
didn't
can see it
I
though. I
don't
mean,
think I
you
see
look
the
a lot
225.
better.
What was that?
I said you can see you look a lot better. So it's like you look cleaner, you look bigger. So the scale
Yeah,
is what it is.
I can't complain. I'm not gonna lie, but I would have still liked to. I don't think I made it 225. I can check, but I don't think I made it.
What do you
That's what
mean?
it's
You
like.
don't think you got 225?
No, no, no. I mean, like in this push phase, I don't think we made it up to the 225 on with how little my weight moved.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I told Dom I thought that was, and it could be that was a little bit because of the Reda when I was taking it, then the Motzi and all this stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, whoops. It didn't
Yeah.
help me back. Clearly, my blood glucose is absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Fucking monitor, dude. I swear to God.
What was it?
It was
What
the
was
blood
it?
glucose or the monitor.
Yeah, the blood glucose.
Today was 72. I like that,
It's
and
nice.
I'm not taking anything. Just the Clo. No Reda, no Motzi, no
Yeah,
nothing.
I know. I
All the
can't be happy
insulin.
about mine because I'm on Reddit. Yeah, that too. How long have you been with
Dude,
Dom so far?
how much?
How long have you been with Dom?
It went a year at the beginnings of October, so 13 months. I
I feel
actually
like it
sent
hasn't
him.
been that long.
No, it was pretty fast actually. I actually on this
Yeah, that
check-in.
flew by.
Yeah, I put on my check-in right now that I remember because I was making a comment on Thanksgiving, and I mentioned I remember last Thanksgiving when he was helping me with the overeating situations I was having, and it seems
Oh, you
like
were
so fucking
overeating?
yeah, yeah. I had like little to no self control on those instances, and for example, last
Really?
Thanksgiving, yeah, I've been having this. Well, I haven't had it in a while. I've been so much better, but between, especially when I ended the last show, um, any kind of free meal was like a borderline binge. Like I would eat until full, and then I would eat some more, like some dessert or something like that. Like
Which is
I was
crazy
just
because
like,
you were not. Yeah, I mean, I would never have guessed that.
yeah, no, especially with like desserts. There are two things that usually get my, like when I go overboard, which is
Ice cream.
ice cream, yeah, for
Ice
sure,
cream fucking gets me
and
so bad.
charcuterie boards, which the charcuterie boards was the case of last Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. So the situation was
Bro
this,
ate 3 pounds of cheese.
dude. I love cheese,
Yeah,
cheese
me too.
crackers.
It's fire.
cured meat, stuff like that. I'm like, I fucking love that stuff. You put
Yeah,
one in
me
front of me
too.
and I will fuck it. But anyway, what happened last Thanksgiving was
Put an up on the end of that sentence, bro. Post that all fucking.
not in a literal way,
Oh
okay?
shit!
I always think of that when I hear people say
Holy
it's like, yeah,
fuck!
you
Oh
gotta
my
do
god!
some fucking potatoes. I'm like, well, I don't want to fuck potatoes.
Fucking
Anyway,
holy shit, man! Jeez.
anyway, back
Right.
into the regular minded people. Last Thanksgiving we were invited to dinner at like 3, and we were supposed to eat at like 4:30, right? I can't remember what happened, but something got delayed with the cooking they were doing
Didn't
at
eat
that
till
house.
7.
No, dude, 6. So between 3 and 6, I didn't have my meal. I was hungry. The only thing that was there
Mm,
was like the charcuterie board. And if you can control yourself, obviously, you will literally go over because those are little bites. You can have like 25 bites without making a little and making anything for
yeah,
you anything. So from 3 to 6, we were like just there, just standing, chatting here and
smacking.
there, and there was a big ass charcuterie board. So obviously I went. By the time dinner came, I was decently full, and I'm like, fuck, I still want to eat like the turkey. I want to try it, the pot- potato gratin or whatever it is, the ones with the cheese. So obviously I ate, and then
So,
obviously pie. I'm not gonna say no to pie.
oh, I hate pie. I'm not a big pie guy.
I like I really like pie, especially like Julian pie. Fucking wonderful.
I'm not a big pie fan. If I'm the right kind of high, I'll eat a warm apple pie with a little vanilla ice cream on top.
That's what it was.
But I don't. I mean, I personally, especially a holiday like that, like I don't really see. I don't see a problem with going nuts. I really like for me personally. Like if I'm going to a Thanksgiving, I can be how I am now. But
Hmm.
if I'm going to Thanksgiving, I'm not on prep. Hey, I'm a good boy all year, bro. I'm going nuts.
The
I'm
thing
going
with me
nuts.
is, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna eat clean or I'm gonna watch what I eat. My line goes between like when I broke the line for me is like when I'm clearly uncomfortable. Like
Oh
I'm
yeah,
physically uncomfortable.
I'm going
I
there.
don't like that. I don't enjoy it. I enjoy eating, but when I get to that point, it's just like fuck because I it's usually
Yeah, but that
before
but that food is so good.
I know, but hear me out. The thing with me is like it happens before some other part of the dinner. It's never if it was at the end, yeah, obviously who gives a fuck? It's done. But I'm usually there like even before the entree, like before the actual meal. That was my problem.
Mm, okay.
So if I get to
Damn, did you
there
ever
like
leave any freaking snacks for anybody else?
no, fuck that. I'm kidding. Yeah. No, yeah, I do, but it's like it was anyway, side topic. That's what I was going through a lot, and then Dom of course helped me out with some cues, some tips, and some reinforcement whenever I did good, and
Mm,
I don't have any problem anymore, like
yeah,
whatsoever. I haven't done that in probably since Thanksgiving.
that's good.
So yeah, but yeah, no, of course
Well,
I'm not
Thanksgiving's
gonna.
coming up, so
I
here's
know.
your relapse. No,
let's
I'm just
break
playing.
let's break the record.
Yeah, I
It's
am.
like
I'm
alcoholics.
sad. I'm sad. I'm gonna miss Thanksgiving. Very, very sad. I'm gonna miss Thanksgiving.
Bro, honestly,
But
Thanksgiving, I don't care much about Thanksgiving.
I love a good Thanksgiving dinner, bro. I
I prefer Christmas.
I hate Christmas.
Really?
I shouldn't say that. See, that's everybody's reaction. Okay, I had a much better Christmas last year before I went home to Indiana when I didn't. It's the cold and the snow. I don't like the cold and the snow. So I associate Christmas with weather that makes me like bottom of the abyss depressed. So That's why.
See, I'm the complete opposite because I yet have to live a white Christmas, and I would love to.
Yeah, no, fuck no, no. It's horrible. It's horrible. You step outside, freezing wind hits your face, and your face feels like it got fucking sliced open. Like, no, I hate the cold, dude. I hate it so much.
I'm saying this from a perspective of being inside a house warm and just watching the snow. That's my perspective
Turn
about
on the
white
TV.
Christmas.
Turn on the TV. Turn
Yeah,
on the
that's what we
TV.
do.
Go to YouTube and type in window with snow falling outside. Put it on simple with fireplace background as well. Simple. And there you go. And then you can walk outside if you need to go somewhere and it's warm. And you don't have to deal with the bullshit.
Yeah.
I
No,
have to go
okay.
back to Indiana for like 2 days and I'm dreading it.
I'm still one to live a white Christmas once. Probably what I would love to do is just go to like the mountains, like somewhere like you can ski or whatever, and spend it
Yeah.
there. So then, like, I'm in the cabin I'm staying, or in the hotel or Airbnb I'm staying, so I don't have to go anywhere, and I can stay
Mm-hmm.
warm and cozy, whatever. But I will still love to do it. I can totally see your point if you need to go to someone's house and you need to drive through the snow and freeze your ass off and yada yada yada. I can definitely see that. Maybe not like something that I would love to do every year. Maybe I don't know. I haven't lived it yet, but um, I get your point. But when I say like I love Christmas, I'm just saying it more of like the food wise. Thanksgiving food is just like regular. I mean, it's all regular footage, but turkey,
So
I don't care much. Ham, I don't give a fuck. Literally, stuffing, I don't need stuffing. Cranberry sauce, you can shove that up your ass.
stuffing
Probably we
sucks,
shouldn't.
doesn't it?
Huh?
Stuffing fucking sucks, doesn't it?
It
Like that
does.
shit is point. That shit is ass.
It's
It
pointless.
looks like you put dog kibble in water. What it looks like after a little bit. That's what stuffing looks like. It's fucking gross.
Do you know what
It's
also I
gross.
hate? The sweet potato casserole with marshmallows.
I don't know if I can get behind that one.
No, I'm like,
I don't
fuck
know if I
that.
can get corn casserole though. That shit. I'm telling you.
Corn?
Look. There is not another time or another season or another universe where I am putting white people cooking on top. But I'm telling you right now, especially like the country ones, god damn, they can put down some Thanksgiving food, bro. Yeah, corn
I would love
casserole,
to try the
fire.
corn casserole. I love corn.
You know what reminded me of it?
Huh.
The polenta, the polenta or whatever that we had at that place in
Oh,
Austin.
yes, yes,
That
yes.
reminded me of it a little bit,
Well,
a little
polenta is
bit.
corn. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
haven't
very
had the
similar.
corn casserole. But the thing with
It's
the
very
sweet
similar.
potato one, I eat like a little bit of warm marshmallow, like even the s'mores, and I'm already done. I'm like, I can't have any more. So you put that with sweet potato and like they put like brown sugar as well. Like, bro, do you want to give me diabetes or what? Like, it makes no
Yeah.
fucking sense. That is the most obese dish I've ever seen in my life, and it's
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous. That's why I for me it's like a big no no. But then again, all those traditional Thanksgiving foods, I really the only thing that I care for that I like is the pie. That's all. But besides that, if you leave me in charge of dinner, I'm making like a ribeye roast or like a red meat roast. I'm making roasted
Yeah.
potatoes, stuff like that. I'm making good food. I'm not making fucking stuffing, fucking green bean casserole. Like, no, go to somewhere else if you want to eat that. You ain't eating that in my house. But in Christmas, it's actually like all good food. Like, it's not nothing like Thanksgiving food. You
Like
can
what?
usually you make the rib. Usually people do make ribeye roast. Then they make like potatoes. Maybe they make some mac and cheese or something like that, which I don't care for. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I'm not also gonna go crazy about it. I don't know. It's just more normal food, more like good tasting food, not diabetes friendly. So
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I like about Christmas.
I never really like I don't think I ever did anything crazy for Christmas meals really. I mean we had I don't have like a huge family or anything, so
Mm.
couple of times, but Thanksgiving was always bigger. But yeah, no, living out here though, I'm not gonna be around, anywhere for it anyways, because we don't really have any family out here, so it's like I would
I
have
was
missed out on it regardless. Like last
yeah.
year, I think we went to this place down the street from our apartment that we love to go to. The fire pancakes, bro. But like we went in there and ate on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay. Where's Kaylee's family from?
This is pretty much all Indiana. She lived in
Okay.
Florida they had moved here for a little bit, so she lived in Florida for a year or two, I think, and then but Indiana.
Okay.
We're
Gotcha.
both from there. She does have her aunt lives out here, and so like a very small section of her family's out here, like an hour and a half away. But that's about it. But I'll be like on my way to the show, literally like on Thanksgiving or the day after. So it's like,
Thanksgiving's a pass.
yeah,
What
big
about
pass.
Christmas? You guys have thought of going anywhere for Christmas?
I'm not gonna want to, but of course I have to. Yeah,
Bro, honestly,
unfortunately.
I would love not to.
I would love not to too, but like I have really that I would be going back for like my mom and my brother, we would spend Christmas together. Like I would fly them out here, but her family's bigger and there's way more of them out there. So it's like they can't all come here. So it's
Mm.
like we have to go back. So it is what it
Let's talk
is.
about that. Let's talk about the have to. I hate the have to,
I know.
bro. I'm like,
But also it's like I'm not necessarily mad that I have to. I want to see my family, especially because it's like living in other states. You're only going to see your family X amount more times, right? So
yeah,
that's not the issue. My issue is just I hate where they're at. So like it makes me miserable just being there. So that's my biggest issue.
yeah.
But there's other things like I think we talked about this on here before. Like you've said like weddings and stuff like that, where it's like I don't have to go. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to, but
Well, I
I know I'll
would
be
put a
mad at myself
wedding
in the future if I
differently.
don't.
Yeah, I would put a wedding in a different spot, but like think like holidays, maybe like
Christmas is
Christmas
really
and
the
New
only one.
Year's. Yeah, yeah, I will
Not
understand
even
that.
New
But
Year's.
Thanksgiving,
No, no. And that I wasn't doing anything last year. I'm not gonna. Because then it's like it's the money thing really. Because okay, so I have to fly the month before
mm,
there, back, come back for a couple weeks, then fly back again. Like I don't have insane flight money like that. So
and let's make it clear, even if I would have it, I wouldn't do it.
we know. You have to go
Like
quite a bit
I
farther.
no, but I mean, like even if putting myself in your spot, but to my case, I have it easier and harder at the same time.
Hmm.
And because I have it that that's gonna sound so bad.
Twice in one day, bro.
I was gonna say because I have it so hard.
Yeah, I knew what you were gonna say.
Fucking, I can't
Trust
even
me.
speak. Because it's that challenging, it makes it
Hmm.
easier for me to make a decision. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
have to spend $1,400 to fly and then spend 14, 16 hours at least traveling
Hmm.
if I get a good layover. Um,
Yeah.
so
Mine's a
for me,
couple
it's
$100
easy.
in a couple hours.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So for me, but to that point, I would rather, for example, um, I am a bigger fan of Friendsgiving than Thanksgiving, and I would much rather do that. I would
yeah.
much rather fly somewhere else to be with like friends and like-minded people. Like just to give you an
Hmm.
example, either let's say you and other people from ECA there in Florida throw a Friendsgiving, or maybe like Justin in Vegas or something like that. I would much rather spend the extra money and go there than stay here and be with family. Sorry. I don't know. For Thanksgiving, that sounds more appealing to me. And then Christmas, yeah, obviously. But
Yeah. That is, I feel like, um, think a lot of people I've talked to that are not, not originally from the states, and really every other culture except for here is like so much more family oriented. Like, is that not how it is?
Yes, but you usually do. So first of all, at least in Argentina, we don't have Thanksgiving at all, and
That's
so
and
that
that
for
was
me,
what I was thinking earlier when
yeah,
we were talking. It's like when you were talking about like all these foods suck and stuff. It's like, yeah, well, you probably don't, didn't grow up doing that every year.
yeah. But I mean, I could still love the foods even if I don't have them.
No,
But
I know. I'm just saying, like, it's not instilled into your culture and brain, like,
yeah,
or at
yeah.
least it wasn't. Yeah,
But then for Christmas, it's incredibly imposed of yeah having a big family dinner, and
hmm
then after you go with your friends. It's usually like that. You
and
have
would you say it's like because people, I feel like people who maybe don't have your background would hear you say like, I'm not spending Thanksgiving with my family. I'd much rather spend it with my friends. Like that probably much more comes from you don't value Thanksgiving the way people would who grew up, here.
yeah.
Maybe in a sense. So it's like it's not like you're fucking evil and hate your family. It's more just like not a big deal for you guys.
Exactly. No, it's not. I because we never grew up with Thanksgiving, so for me
Yeah,
it's just another day.
yeah,
Um, but then also to that same point, even Christmas and New Year's, because in Argentina New Year's is also big.
yeah,
The difference between the how I used to spend it there versus here is so big that
in a good way or a bad way.
in neither because it's just completely different. But
So
it
different.
makes me be more like meh kind of thing about getting together for Christmas or New Year's. Like I still love it, but it's still so different. Like it's not
hmm
the same. So this level of excitement may be a little bit different for it. But
Yeah.
how it is there usually is like, yeah, we have like traditional foods, but I think that really depends on who, like the family itself.
hmm
Not on Christmas. Like you don't make like everyone as family here is making turkey for Thanksgiving, like everyone and their mother, right? It's not like a traditional Christmas food itself, but a traditional Christmas food for our family. So,
mm
for example, one thing that my family always do is my mom always makes this crepe tower, which is like a savory tower. So it's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
crepe,
yeah.
then like a layer of like mayo mixed with sour cream just to like make the layer mayo a little bit lighter and not like so strong. Just like a thin.
Crepes have mayo in them.
I told you it's savory. Let me finish. So it's a cold dish, but it's like crepe. This for like making it a little bit not too dry with all the other ingredients, and then like let's say lettuce, then crepe and mayo, then tomato, crepe, mayo, cheese, ham, like that, and then you repeat it, and it's like a stacked tower. It is absolutely incredible, and my mom makes two. And you know how big crepes are; they are pretty fucking big. So
Yeah.
imagine those stacked
Usually
up for
those are
like
filled with like
sweet
fruity
stuff.
stuff or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Are those filled with that same stuff?
yeah. The crepes
Hmm.
itself, they are like pretty bland, so you can make it with anything, honestly.
No, I know, but is it like I've seen like blueberry crepes? Like it's like one of those, and then lettuce and mayo and shit all in there.
Yeah, but without the blueberries.
That's okay. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
it's the base of the crepe, but no filling.
exactly.
Okay. All right.
The same
All right.
crepe or
All right.
anything and then
I can
stacked.
get behind that then. I can get
I'm
behind
gonna
that then.
yeah, I'm gonna try to find a picture, but every single time my mom she even started making two of those per holiday,
hmm
per Christmas and for New Year's. And they're gone. Like we usually in Argentina, for example, Christmas, we do Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yeah.
By the time Christmas Day comes, maybe there's like half a tower left out of the two, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gone. It's incredible. So those for us, for my family at least, it's a traditional um Christmas food, but maybe other families they don't make it at all. I'm trying to find a picture right now. See if I can show it. but it's absolutely incredible. And then I don't know, some more weird slash European stuff. For example, um, there's like I think the cut is top round steak, top round roast.
Hmm.
You slice it a little bit thin and you put like pineapple slices on the side. So Kaylee's burning the house.
Yeah.
Fuck. I
Hey,
hate.
man.
I
Look,
absolutely hate it.
I have been, yeah, yeah, living with
Okay, but
females,
how's the
man.
new house though?
Honestly, I I love it. I love it. It's not done yet completely, but it was a good move. It was a good move
How
for
many rooms
sure.
do you guys have?
It's just the two rooms, and then there's the back patio is walled in with like a net, so like that's a room. It has like lights and fans and stuff out there too, so that's another like room kind of, but it's just two bedrooms.
All right.
And then we have a
Oh,
garage.
so one of the bedrooms is your office you're at right now, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, that's a nice house. You need to make a
yeah,
tour, maybe for the YouTube.
when I'm going to when it's done. Honestly, dude, like I want to I really want to get consistent with YouTube again. So I'm gonna try to keep that going after this, and that's kind of like my big thing is I feel like right now I'm in, especially with this prep, I've learned. You find that like next level, you know what I mean? You know how I'm sure you've had tons of these. I have them, constantly throughout the year, but it's like you just keep finding another, like, more you can add to your plate and still handle. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So preps, obviously, I mean, we've talked about it on here, but you personally, I mean, you know how much has been going on, and I don't miss on prep. That's just the thing. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
been another one of those, while doing a shit ton. So I think after this prep, I really want to push things extremely hard, and not be as conservative as I have, but also just like have another very good off season. And I think with where I'll be, obviously if I can reverse out of this perfectly, and or when I reverse out of this perfectly and put in the new things that I'm gonna put in, definitely tossing in GH, bro. I can't wait to run that. And really just like document more on long form content because I really enjoy long form. I just
Yeah.
don't like doing it. But
It's a hustle.
it is. I met a guy out here. His name's Grayson. He does a lot of work with a lot of people out here in Florida, and he's a super young kid, but he's very good at what he does. And he's been doing some videos for me. He's going to do a show day video for me, so he's coming with me to my show. And like this YouTube video I'm editing right now, like it looks. It's hard to do YouTube when you are like the perfectionist type because
Hmm.
you see all of these YouTube videos that are like, and yeah, I agree. Like you look at Sam Solik, he started just doing videos on his fucking Samsung Galaxy. Like I get that. Me personally, I just don't enjoy doing it, especially when it's bodybuilding lifestyle stuff, because of how consistent and monotonous it is. I
Yeah.
don't, if it's not high quality, I just don't enjoy putting it out. Like, I just don't, you know what I mean? So, like, we did a video, we've done a couple of videos now, and like, he obviously uses his camera and his setup. It looks like I'm editing this video now. And I'm like, damn, this looks phenomenal. And so it's like, I'll probably utilize him quite a bit and try to do a lot more YouTube after this because I'll actually, like it. And now, like, I'm filming a day in the life right now, and today, and just like the house is making it easier to have more room to film content too. So
I feel like that backyard that you have, it's absolutely incredible.
yeah, I
I
I
really
love
like
it.
that spot.
Yeah, and it's
Can't find a
perfect for the
fence with
dog
texture.
too.
What was that?
The backyard is perfect for the dog too.
Oh yeah, how did he get used to it? Probably loves it, huh?
He's just out there and running around, bro,
Chilling.
loving it. That was the biggest thing. So the house we were trying to get before,
Mhm.
it's kind of like just continuously, if you look for it, everything happens for a good reason. But the house before that we applied for, that we really wanted, it was supposed to be for sale, but we were trying to negotiate with them to just rent it out for however long. And the lady that was like the middleman basically was just like playing nice and made it sound like everything was cool. And then we put in everything, and then we didn't end up getting it right. That was like 3 bedrooms, and super nice, 3 bedrooms, had a garage, whatever. Didn't have like a fenced in backyard though. And
Mhm.
we were like, whatever. But we didn't end up getting it. And then this one, we basically kind of gave up 1 bedroom, got the back patio thing, and then got a fenced in yard, which is better for him. Because also then I think about it, I'm like, dude, I would still have to take him out every time. Like now I can just open the back door and be like, you know. So I'm glad that we didn't get the one we really, really wanted, because we're very happy with this one. It kind of suits better.
Yeah, I mean, the extra room is always helpful, but couldn't you have fenced the other one if it came to a case?
No, and it wasn't even something that would be worth it. It was like not there wasn't like really much yard.
Got it.
Yeah, and like that's so expensive. Fuck that. It was already
Yeah, I
expensive
have no
enough.
idea. I have no idea how much it is, but at least like I was just thinking of like an actual fence because if you're not buying a house, I really don't agree on doing stuff for the house because you never know what could happen later on, right? But maybe some like the one that you can put in and take out easily. I know that is not the best, but kind of like
We
those the
we would have just
wired.
gotten an electric fence. You put the collar on them, and it's the stuff goes into the ground, and then if they go over it, like gives them a shock or something, and they learn real quick not to go past it.
Sorry. I can imagine your dog just running past and then completely gets electrocuted. It's like,
Yeah,
what the
no,
fuck's
it's
going
not.
on?
It's not like that. It won't do it. Obviously, or it'd be out. Those companies be out here killing dogs left and right.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
But
it's remind. I just think of like because I saw a video of a cat putting his paw on like a busted out plug in the wall, and he gets
mhm.
electrocuted. And he's
Shot.
like,
Yeah,
he was okay. The cat was okay, but it was fucking hilarious.
cats are so
But
stupid
yeah, no.
sometimes, bro.
Oh, seriously.
But
I
I've been
hate
building
cats.
like I agree, and I don't want to do too much, but also I was like, I want this to be like. So we probably spent a little bit more than we had to, just because every apartment I've been in, I'm always like, oh, I'll do this to it, I'll do this to it. And you like want to make it look a certain way, whatever. And you don't
Oh
ever do
yeah.
it. And then we had so much, like the couch, number one, didn't fit in here. And we just had so much stuff we'd had for so long, it's mismatched, whatever. So we ended up just getting like all new shit. And so like the biggest things that I'm doing that I'm gonna have to like take down and everything, like if and when we do move, whatever that is, like everything on these walls, like those black panels I had in my last setup, those are now on the
On the
wall you
front,
can't
yeah.
see in front of me. Then I drilled all those to the wall. I'm gonna put up art and all that kind of stuff. And then the garage I'm doing. I was gonna paint it, but then I was like, let me just buy this wallpaper. And it's just pure black wallpaper. So I'm doing that around the entire garage for the posing room, and putting mats all in the like rubber mats all in the garage floor. So,
Mm.
but other than that, like I'm not gonna do too much to it. But also, it's like even though we're just renting, I still want it to be look nice and everything like that.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
they
of
took care of
that,
the yard, so I don't have to do that.
oh yeah, that's a huge one. You already told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I know in Argentina there's a funny story that went kind of viral, and this is the reason why. Like, I didn't start saying it because of this, but this highly supported my stance. So there was this a person who was renting a house, and the yard was like pretty busted, right? And he's like, "Hey, is it okay?" Like he asked the landlords, "Like, is it okay if I do this, yada yada?" And then later on, like we can either discount it, you can pay me back for it, whatever. It's like, yeah, sure, absolutely. And the guy who was renting was a construction guy, so he got everything for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
He redid the whole thing. He even made a pool in the backyard because the backyard was just dirt. That's all.
Yeah.
And he made it look, nice. He put tile around close to the house, and then grass, and made a pool, whatever. Something happened, and the guy was asked to like leave the house by the landlord. So he's like, okay, it's like pay me back how we agreed of everything I did in the back. It was this and this. The guy was like, no, I'm not gonna pay you.
Did he not get it in writing or do a contract or anything?
Apparently not. But you know what he
I
did?
mean, that's his fault, huh? He
Yeah,
took it all back.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing you
He
can do.
even filled the pool hole with dirt.
Yep. That's the
He
only
did
thing you
that.
can do.
He even took like the how do you call the fences for the windows? Are they called fences? No. You know how you put those rails in the window for no one to go out or come in through the
Oh,
window?
like they barred the windows.
Yeah, he took
Mm.
those out. He took everything, and the landlord
Yeah.
started complaining. He's like, "No,
It
I
was my
did that. I
stuff. I
paid for
bought
it."
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. It's like, yeah, the guy should have made it all in writing, absolutely. But then again, it's like you never know how things could turn out. So I'm not gonna do much of thing if I'm renting. If I'm renting, I'm probably not gonna do anything at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe like drill the walls, whatever, like you did with the back wall there. Yes, but nothing too complicated. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
remodel the house. For example,
Oh no.
my girlfriend's parents, they pretty much remodeled the house. They did the floors. I think they did the kitchen. I don't know what else they did to the house because it was not looking how it looks right now, and it's still a rental.
But
They
her
can like, hmm?
dang. Still, they did all that to a rental.
Yeah, they know the owner for a long time, and the owner's like kind of making them a solid, like not raising
Yeah.
the rent and keeping it cheap, whatever, for the area and the kind of house it is, the amount of rooms it has, which makes sense. So there's like, yeah, it's like you guys can do whatever, like make it, remodel it, tear things down, make the floor. So they did, and my father-in-law, he knows how to do everything of that, so he did it himself, obviously, so it was super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's still like you never know if that ever like kind of comes down to an end or something happens and it's not in writing, so the guy is not gonna give you like a penny for it. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. We have a whenever we do buy a house, her the aunt that lives out here, they do that stuff
mm,
and are good at it. So probably have them. I'll just buy something that's less,
there you go.
have them fix it up,
Oh,
and
speaking
overall
of
pay
which,
less.
actually, one of my latest clients, who is an old client that came back, he is switching careers progressively to uh, buying land and building.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, he's like, if you ever want to come to Florida, brother, just let me know. I got you. I'm like, don't tell me twice.
That would be
Yeah,
awesome. You should.
he's building from scratch. I think he's more on the Orlando area. He told me it's like an hour and a half
That's not
away from
too.
Disney.
It's not too far.
Um, but still kind of like central, at least his first build, because he wants to get that rented as soon as possible, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's like, yeah, no, for further builds, I will buy land more like in the outer skirts or whatever the fuck it's called. Um, so no, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I really look forward to see what he does, what kind of builds he makes, if it's like houses or apartment complex or what. But yeah, no, that was pretty exciting. You want me to do that? And
Yeah.
also, speaking of very different topic, but we probably, and this is more for me than you, but we probably should stop stop cursing as much because I got another email on
Oh
Wednesday
no.
that our account was. T- I already put it. I already did, argued against it or whatever it was, and I didn't say anything. Honestly, I just put argue the cancel whatever, and then the day after I'm like, yep, we made a mistake, your account is back online. I'm like, annoying as
I
hell,
don't know
dude.
why. I don't know why they're like that. Whatever.
No. And the only thing is that the last video that we made from last week, it didn't showed up in my own, like my personal account subscribe
Hmm.
page. So I don't know if they're like if I
Censoring it.
yeah. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. YouTube is
Sorry,
what it is.
guys. I have to be better. I guess it's really me. I have I have a bad habit.
Some GH on you, don't worry. I'll put subscribe. The very next day,
I
five
should
views. I'm kidding.
I should still be on it, to be honest, or I should already be on it. I mean,
Not really. Some people get more watery on GH. It's very person dependent. So you may have even cut it a week before the first show to avoid any water from the GH. Very few people do it, and those are usually bigger guys who are on GH for a long time and higher dosages. So what they do is just bring it down a tad.
yeah. He
But
told me at the beginning I could bring it in if I wanted to. I just didn't.
you just didn't feel like it.
No, I didn't want to spend money on it. I didn't want to start it at the beginning of a prep. I didn't want to. Yeah, it just it would have been a purely a want, not a need kind of thing. So
I mean, there's very little things that would be a need.
mm,
Test
I don't
would be a
know.
need.
I need size. That will help. So
Yeah, but
by
you can build it with
correlation,
test
I
only.
need. Dude, I've been doing that. It's clearly not enough. So
What do you mean?
clearly
You
not enough.
barely did any other cycle with only test. So I think you
That's
did
what I'm
pretty
saying.
good with
That's
just
what I'm
test.
saying. Yeah, but it's not good enough.
You made 250 with test. I think like you made a good choice. You're not going
Mm,
open, so I
I
should be
want
saying
to.
that. Huh?
I want to.
Go open?
Yeah, you know this, bro. We've had this conversation.
No, we had it with classic.
No, I've said this many times. I've said this a lot.
Dude, I'm
That's
not the
my
one
whole.
high. You no.
I promise you, and I guarantee you, I could find a section in one of our episodes where I said that. Um,
Fine it.
I mean, yeah, of course, I like that, but that's my biggest issue now. With, of course, I want to be, healthy as possible, but like also now, like it's just I'm at the point now where, uh, you know, I'm not really, not that I'm not worried about it, but like we're gonna have to step on the gas a little bit. I'm tired of being super fucking conservative and just sitting on test, and you know, it's not gonna happen like that. Which again, I obviously understand right now where I'm at and what class I'm in, and what the entire goal since I like got with Justin was like there was never I didn't get with them and be like, hey, I want to go open, or else we wouldn't even be competing right now. And things may have been a different story. But now also, I think I've really made that decision over the last like 9 to 10 months. So, and also, if things were to go really well, I would stay in men's physique for however long I could. If that makes sense, I guess. So it's really just me thinking like, okay, I'm so at the beginning of things. Like this is my first fucking show pretty much. So but since I've been doing everything, I've been doing it for so long, and like, oh, I already did technically compete once. It was forever ago. It's like I feel like I've been doing this for longer than I have, kind of. So I know I'm
Yeah.
just kind of barely scratching the surface. And 10 years from now, like year 1, 2, 3, and 4 were nothing like year 5 and 6. So year 5 and 6 are going to be more like what the next 10 years are going to be like. So that growth is going to be, quite a bit. I don't plan on being in my prime until I'm 35, 36. So like in 10 years, do I think I could be fucking 300 pounds? Yeah. So if, especially at my height. So it's like, that's the end goal because I don't think how big I want to be, I will not be able to stay in men's physique. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to limit myself either. Like I would love to be disgusting, gross looking. So at least for a little bit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we've seen it plenty of times. I can go back to being smaller, and I will. After that, I don't want to hold that forever, but like I want to push to extreme limits. So that's why I say like after this, it's kind of like step on the gas time. And I also think I have a pretty good feeling that, and I know everything affects you differently, but I have a pretty good feeling I'll respond decently well, at least to most things, especially with how, obviously we know your internal health is going to play a huge part on how you're going to, utilize things. So I think that, will play a part in it in terms of in my favor as well. Just doing everything as give myself every 1% that I can to, do the best with it. So I don't want to be stupid with stuff, but I think that the coaches and the people that I have around me, and just myself and my knowledge in general, and I can stay as safe and healthy as possible.
Yeah.
So
No, I agree. I agree.
yeah,
I thought the goal was more like classic, since we always spoke about your legs and said classic,
it's
but
just
I couldn't remember.
that's just the next step. I mean, I'm not going to go straight
Oh,
from men's physique to open.
why not?
That's for sure. Because I don't want to take that. I don't want to ever take a very long time off again. I'm
No,
okay
but
with if
what
I
I
need
mean
to
is
take
like,
a year or two, but
no, but you need to consider that because of your height and how much you're gonna progress after this, um, you may have a harder time making weight. You may not be like as dense or like as thick.
dude, I don't know, bro. The weight cap is large.
What's
Like,
the weight cut for your height?
I mean, my weight cap in men's physique is like 240.
Miss Physique has a weight cut? I just
In
was novice,
um yeah,
non-pro.
yeah.
Got it. Huh, interesting. Well, I
But
mean,
even pros, I think now have a weight cap. I think.
probably. I just haven't been into it. But then again, I don't think it's much different. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like 260 your weight cap.
I don't know because dudes that are in classic that are my height, I see be 260,
What's your high again?
like 6'2", 6'3". And I'm not gonna. And that's the thing. Like even with a good cycle, even with some growth, even with being perfect, even with everything, I'm not gonna be fucking 260 stage lean in the next year or
So
two.
no, no. It's for 6'3", it's 239 for MPC and 249 for the IFBB. So you have a good.
That's still fucking 30 pounds.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You have a good
Like
good
I
amount.
did that in the last 4 years, so I'm not taking another 4 years off. It wouldn't take 4 years this time,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. So like, do I think I'll at least do a few in class? Yeah, and I want to, but I don't think. I think me at again, I'm sitting at 215, 216 ish with my structure, and if I can actually fill out my legs and like get some decent legs. I just don't see my structure playing as well in classic as I do open at some point.
Hmm.
But I also have always been horrible looking at myself. You know what I mean? So, but I did. It was cool last night because I went to a show. My gym. Everybody's so cool with each other at my gym. Like I have so many friends in there. And there was a natural show last night. But my posing coach and a couple other people that I knew had clients, and I knew the people that were in the show. So I went to watch. And one of the guys, Nick, he was on stage and he like did his first first comparisons or whatever. OCB is weird. It's different than NPC. Like the roles and stuff and the way they do
Yeah.
stuff is really weird. But he he went out. I watched him. Then he went. BK is my posing coach. Was his coach too. He went back there and like talked to him or whatever. And then he came back on stage again, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, I know they fed him up, they probably fed him this, they fed him this much, whatever. And then after and I was like, he looks a lot fuller, he's still tighter, whatever. Just like seeing it, and then I asked his coach afterwards, and he was like, yeah, that's exactly what we did. I was like, love that. The eye is getting better.
Good. It's interesting. Yeah, I saw the picture that you posted this morning, looking a little bit flat, but I feel
Dude,
like at least
I'm so glad. But the thing is, bro, once I get a pump and some Anadrol in me,
I wonder
hey
if
man,
Justin's gonna have you doing anadrol for the peaking. Yeah.
100%. It works. It works way too well with me. Way too well. And I don't really get. I don't get like watery or anything. I get, and then it also like, dude, when I pose, I just get harder and harder and harder. That's the number one thing that I've noticed. And like these last few weeks, it's going to be 2 days of holds and just yeah. I know. I just realize I'm realizing it now too. You're still up one though, so.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
But yeah, no, I'm not. At least from my knowledge, he'll keep it. I hope, or else I'll have to rely on
Food?
pump product and food.
No. You can.
I am. I'm kind of excited that I'm having a little bit of gut distress though, because of
What?
the message I sent you. Because he already told me if that happens, what we were gonna do, and that
Oh,
means I
right.
get more food. So please
Or you
give
may
me
have
a.
like lower food and just like slightly higher.
It'll be a little bit lower, but on my high days it'll be higher than it is now.
Yeah.
And so having more food some days is way better than not having more food ever days.
Oh no, I know. I really like for any scenario doing high and low days. Honestly, I've been
I,
really liking even in the off season.
I do too. It's just not, there's been two things that have been very consistent over the 2 years with him and me. And obviously, like, I've seen plans for other people that he's made. I, have had some of his clients' plans. Like, he doesn't do this for everybody, obviously, but
Mm.
with me, at least, it's been really high fat, very low end of protein, still over body weight, obviously, but on the low end, and straight through meal plans. In my off season though, we had a cheat meal a week, so we had like a high day, but it was like 1,200, 1,400 calories. So it was like
Mm.
double what my meal would have been. But that was the extent of it. There was never a true high and low day. But in my like cutting phase ish the first time with him though, I had I think maybe at one point three cheat meals that were like 12, 1,400 calories. That was a good time. It was a good time. I ate a lot of sushi, man. I ate a lot of sushi.
I can't remember the last time I went for like I had like the words called okay, go have a free meal or go have a cheat meal. Ah, good days. But um, no, I figured like even
Damn, you
carbs
don't have
like
any even in your off season.
no, I do, but it's not like when you're on prep or when you're following a strict plan, then you gotta wait until
Mm,
you're told to get it. That's what I'm saying. Right now, it's not like he told me not to, but he also is not like go have one every week.
mm-hmm.
Um, he says like if you want to have like a free meal cooked at home, that's fine. Or everyone and every so often go out and eat whatever. Yeah, you're good. Um, but it's not like the last time I had it was with Matt when he's like go have a burger and fries or whatnot. I'm like 6 months of prep
I need one
after.
weekly, bro.
Oh, that was good. Yeah,
I
you need
need
it.
I need one every single week, and I need it scheduled every time.
You need everything written. You cannot do anything for yourself.
No,
Good.
because what the fuck? Because what the fuck am I paying you for?
No, that's good.
I don't want to do anything myself, bro. Like that's the whole point that I have a coach for. Because I'm so tired of just
Yeah.
fucking think. I don't want to think about it, bro. I gotta think about everybody else's plan. I'm
Speaking
good.
of which, how your story and how people are like just providing the bare minimum to clients.
No, no, not even.
Bro, I literally when I saw your story, I literally had that conversation with a lady the day before, And she told me, it's like, yeah, I've been 3 months with this coach, and the only progress I've seen was I'm able to go to the bathroom, but just because he told me to take magnesium, but if I don't take it, I don't go. Besides that, he's always like, oh, you're doing amazing, and like positive reinforcement, but no change or anything. I'm like, she's like, I don't feel I'm getting what I'm paid worth. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me.
Yeah, it's
I was,
so bad, bro. It's so bad. And the thing is, there's two levels of coaches really, and then and the sucky part is we are on the shit end of the stick regardless, because it's either we get the back end and they have a bad taste in their mouth about coaching. They have problems that we have to fix, and they're just not. Now we have to be the ones to be like, look, I know you want to lose fat. I know you want to look good. I know you want to get jacked. I know you want to bodybuild. Can't do that right now. Got to go through 2-3 months of getting healed up, and we have to be the ones to deal with that, right?
yeah.
Or we're the ones that fix them, get them into a better spot, and then are too expensive or whatever the case is. And then the other coach, like the other type of coach really is only capable of making good progress with someone that we've put in a spot that is, sensitive and ready to lose fat or ready to gain muscle or whatever the case may be. So it's like, but I also like it on the other end, because I'm not afraid of having to show somebody that that's not how things are going to go. That's never been really a problem for me. So I also like when I get on the phone and like when I hear, yeah, well, I've been screwed over before. Yeah, they didn't do this, or I don't want to really get another coach, and I'm kind of skeptical because they, my last two XYZ. That kind of makes, I kind of smile in my head instead of be like, God damn it, because like for me, especially if I'm on like a call or something, like I'll pull up the receipts. I'll pull up, whatever I need
Yeah.
to do, share my screen, have a presentation, like all these things that will show them that that's, not how it's going to go. Pull up like current client stuff and show them, a message threads. Like you'll see that kind of little in-depth stuff to where it's like, they feel a lot better about it. And then all it is, whether they actually want to change or not. But it,
It
it, it
ends
is
up being
unfortunate.
reinforcement.
Yeah, yeah. And then you like the guy I signed a couple weeks. He's literally on like week 1.5 of the plan and is like already, way further than he has been in the past, in terms of just like how he feels and his energy and already, dropped like fucking 6 pounds of inflammation like off the bat. But he was one of those where it's like he slid up on one of my stories of a client transformation, and I basically told him like, yeah, it's time for you to get going. And he was like, I've been thinking about it. And I was like, what is there to think about? Right? You say you've been thinking about getting with me for coaching for months and months and months, right? You're not where you want to be. You have no idea how to get there, whatever. We get on the phone and that's like one of the first things he says. He's like, I don't know, I'm really like frugal with, giving my money to coaches because I've had a couple in the past and they don't respond. They don't follow through on their, whatever's and blah, 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 blah. And his girlfriend is like in finance, so she was really like, I don't, we can't do that kind of money, whatever. And it's all because they don't see the value, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a week and a half in, he's telling me like, oh, I have friends that are that I've been talking to, and they want to sign up and blah blah blah. Just because like immediately the approach is completely different. The immediate actual things that change like within week one actually happen, and I don't overpromise. I didn't tell him like, hey, yeah, you're gonna look sick in 2 months. No, dude. At 6 months is probably when we're really gonna be cooking because you have problems that we have to fix. You've never gotten blood
Yeah.
work done. Your libido's up and down. Hey, bro, it's not gonna happen in a month and a half, right? But when you can get that, and I sent this message in ECA the other day just about like how I appreciate the, everything that's in there because I feel like that's helped me set my knowledge to a point where I can jumpstart people by
Yeah.
the things that we do and focusing on the things that we focus on. But it's like that helps get such immediate buy-in. You know what I mean? And now I am embarrassed that I was ever a coach who knew nothing about anything functional health stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Absolutely.
you really figure out how much these other coaches can't just can't fix. Like food and activity is great, but it can only do so much. Like you can't tell someone to eat clean and get away from thyroid issues or SIBO or hormonal issues. It's like it goes so much deeper than that. So yeah, I'm
I
not
feel like
too worried about the
it
shitty
gives us the
coaches.
opportunity. Yeah, it gives us the opportunity to set the bar once again. And of course, when it's like so low, we come here and we do what we for us is the bare minimum, and for people
Yep.
it's like we're God sent, and it truly is. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
here to help. And to your point of like that you said like we fix their stuff and then they leave because they cannot manage to afford it. Unfortunately, when they leave and they go to someone else, they realize that it's like, okay, I actually had it good with there, and the money that I
Yeah.
was working on this, and I'm actually spending more now because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not monetarily directly, but you're spending your health
Sicker.
because it's going downwards again. Some people, I will say, some coaches, even though they're not as extensive like us when we get to health wise and everything, but some coaches don't do a bad job, so things don't get worse, which
Yes. Yeah.
for the people with
Completely
it,
agree.
fine.
Yeah.
But more often than not, you see people like the ones we talk or the ones that I spoke with, the coach barely gives any attention to them and barely asks
Mm-hmm.
for things. I sent this lady a loom going through my spreadsheet, and she's like, "I cannot believe you asked that much. I don't get anything of that with my current coach. I just wait and push the button."
I had one guy. He was 315 pounds, and this is a 6'4" dude. I'm jacked dude, but he had gotten pretty overweight. And he was with his coach, and he was like, "Dude, I've been with him for 2 3 months. I've supposed to have been cutting. I've gained 10 pounds, and whatever. So we dropped to literally like 25 pounds in like a month or something like that. But um, he was doing pictures and very unstructured pictures, just like, hey, bro, send me a couple shots.
Hmm.
And that morning's weight, that was the entire check in.
I don't get it.
That was the entire fucking check. I mean, I can't, even when I started doing this fucking 6 years ago or whatever, still had more on there than that.
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck? Where, like, imagine someone that's all they sent you. Like, dude, I can't even do a check in off of that. What do you want me to tell you?
I even tell people when they don't fill out the full thing completely, I'm like, I cannot do much with this. I need you to fill the whole thing. It's like
It
I,
doesn't
I
take that
can't.
long, bro. It's
I'm not
like
gonna. I'm not
15
gonna work like
questions.
that.
No, guessing. And that's what I tell people too. I'm like, communication is something that I demand from anybody that I work with. It has to be good because I want you to share even things that you don't think you like should or that you maybe think that I can't do anything about because it's like it all you hired me because I know more about the stuff than you. So tell me everything because shit that you're noticing, you might not have any idea the correlation to what's going on, but it means, something to me. So yeah, I don't know, dude. It baffles me sometimes the shit that I see, but hey,
Good for us.
it is what it is. I had a previous podcast before this with somebody. I talked to one of his athletes the other day, and this
Oh
just
no.
goes with everything that it was the problem. And he was asking me if he could, he was just reaching out for help with something, and I basically said, like, your coach should be able to handle this, like, you know. And he was like, oh well, I parted ways with him after my show, which he had been messaging me pretty much that whole prep, telling me like,
Mhm.
oh, this is going wrong, and I don't know why he's not doing anything about it. He basically got a text from the coach the night before and was like, hey, like I worked the overnight shift. I'm going to try to stay awake, whatever. Basically slept through a show, didn't tell him what any protocols in the morning, didn't tell him what to do. The guy had to do the whole show by himself.
That is just very
And he's not
irresponsible.
Kyle Wilkes, so he can't sleep through a couple more of them.
No. Even if it was Kyle Wilkes, I don't think sleeping through a show is the best choice.
Well, remember we talked about that. That's that scenario.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah, but it's just like little shit like that. That's like, dude, you have no, and it's like especially, I don't get people who don't take the pride in, especially it's your business. That's not a fucking business, but that's your supposed to be your career and like whatever, whatever. It's like, dude, come on, you know what I mean? It's not that hard to text people back. It's not that hard to just do the bare minimums. But that's not
Make
enough.
some coffees. Suck it up.
I
Go
know.
outside, go
Or
for a
find
walk.
something else to do. Find something else to do.
Seriously, fuck. Well, now you got the chance to set the bar higher again.
Yeah, 100%. And
All right, brother.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat and
Same. My stomach
work.
is hungry already.
Me too. And I got just meat, so it's gonna be a great day.
I'll have
It's gonna
some
be a
rice
great day.
and banana for you. It's
No,
okay.
fuck you, dude. Wait till this next this off season. Wait till you see my meal plan, bro. It's gonna be.
I wonder, are you gonna stay high fat or are you gonna do high carbs now?
I'm gonna do whatever coach tells me to
Because
do.
yeah, I would love to see how your body responds on high carb.
So would I.
Also,
Muffins.
just so you know, Dom likes protein on the 1.5 per gram. Just saying.
Gross. Sounds
No,
like
really.
shit. I
No, it's
want
fucking
point zero
delicious.
0.08.
Nah, I actually like a lot at 1.3. I'm not gonna lie. Other than on, I like so right now he has me on lower protein on training days
Yeah.
because of the carbs are higher. So I like that. But
Yeah.
we shall see. We shall see
We'll
what we
see.
get. All right, brother.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in. We are back in the new setup, episode
Hopefully, yeah, 18.
18. Damn, we're getting close to 20. All
Hey,
right.
there we go.
We'll see y'all next week.
See ya. Peace out.